victory, that's the time to anchor it in. You know, and when you make a sale, when you succeed in whatever it is you're trying to do, you'll anchor that in. That feels good. I like that. How can I remember that? Well, I'll take it right here. Yeah, okay. And then you'll remember the state. You'll remember the feeling you had. And so you'll anchor in that feeling when you need to turn that on again, and you find yourself struggling, you find yourself putting out effort, all of a sudden you'll go, wait a minute, I remember that. This isn't supposed to be a struggle. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember using my intention. I remember my balance. I remember uniting my energy and my balance and my intention. Okay? And the final step, wu wei. Wu wei. And that is the way of effortless doing. Effortless doing. So instead of reaching for it and wearing yourself out all the time, instead you're using the gifts of the Spirit. You're using the gifts of the Amakua and the Unahipili, and you're combining your energy, your balance, your intention, and you're using these gifts for effortless doing. It's multiplication versus addition. Can you ever get ahead working for $10 an hour? You're just adding $10, $10, $10, okay? But multiplication is where basically a person comes, I'm going to work for myself. So I'm going to hire these people to work for 10 an hour, and then I'm making 10 an hour off of each one of them. And then I'm multiplying and multiplying and multiplying. It might be investment. Investment's an excellent example of multiplication. You know, the wealthy either have others working for them or they have money working for them rather than working for their money. You follow? And you've all heard that before, but yet you think now, well, how can I apply that? And you start looking at ways. And we'll share some of those ways. And those ways are in Martial Mastery, I think 8 different ways of how to make money and multiply. Wu Wei, the way of effortless doing. Sometimes the best way is to do nothing. We're often impelled to constantly respond. And that's why I wanted you to actually pause before you say your name. Okay? And take a person in with your eyes. It's very strong. She noticed it. Like, yes. It's without effort. And this is the principle really of attraction versus effort. This is magnetism. Okay, where sometimes all you need to do is, and that's all you need to do. Okay? And so you end up being the center, and that's where that old statement comes, or that song, the Beatles song, without going out of my room, I can travel as far, see all. That's exactly what he's talking about. He's saying, without leaving my desk, without going out of my room, without leaving, I can see all there is to see. It's not in the imagination, it's very real, because everything comes from the void. Everything you see here. This was designed by an architect and a blueprint. Where did it come from? Thought. It began in thought. Someone had to imagine. Let's build a building there. Hey, it would be cool to have a window here and a window here. Everything comes from the Spirit. You name it. It all comes from the void.